Hi guys, welcome to my channel and my November bullet journal spread. So this month is inspired by Harry Potter and my main inspiration is from the Marauders map. I ran a poll on my October bullet journal video and you guys voted for a lot of different things and the response was quite mixed. However, I decided to go with the Marauders map and just add a couple other aspects. So what I'm going to do for the cover page, I'm drawing the Hogwarts castle as seen on the Marauders map. There is quite a lot of detail in this and the whole spread, so I'm just doing a basic line drawing at the moment and then I'll be adding more detail. And the color scheme is going to be predominantly black, white and grey with a little bit of gold. I am a Ravenclaw, but in this spread I'm not going to be including any of the houses, so this will be a bit more generic. So depending on what house you are from, this will be perfect to apply. You can maybe add some aspects from your house if you wanted to. For all of the basic elements, I will be using these uni pen fine liners and I will show you at the end of the video every single pen that I use and talk about them a little bit. So moving on, I'm now doing the banner where I will write November. I just used this basic design and left quite a lot of room and then wrote November in just my normal cursive handwriting. And then I used a smaller fine liner just to go in and add a little bit more detail like brickwork and tiles and then just some shadowing on the banner too. Don't forget guys that you can vote for what you'd like to see in my next bullet journal spread on the polls. All you need to do is click or tap on the little eye in the top right corner and you can vote for what you would like to see. Also, you can of course leave any suggestions or ideas in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your ideas and your opinions. So what I'm doing, I'm creating a banner in which I will write November, just using a simple design. There are plenty of different banner templates that you can find on the internet. And I just mixed and matched some ideas from previous spreads, mostly from my October, and edited them a little bit. So at the top, I've got the month as a whole and then a section for goals because I find I really like to have something to work towards every month and just some place to keep track of everything. So there I'm writing November. And then here I'm using this pen from Java Pen and this is 0.4 millimeters and I'm just writing down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday all through to Sunday and then I'll be writing every day of the week. This layout tends to work the best for me because it's quite compact and small and I find that oftentimes I won't be using my bullet journal every day, so I just want to minimize the amount of space. To add a cohesive and binding element throughout my whole bullet journal, I will be creating some steps as seen in the Marauders map and just putting them on every page as you can see I'm doing here. They're really simple, quick and easy to draw. There isn't much to them, but then again you can mess around with the ways that they're going and have a lot of fun with it. So the next page is quite similar to my little goals section on the one before that, but here I can just write a little bit more in depth about things and extra notes of things that I need to do and more detail. But I decided to fill up the page with a lot of doodles, so I decided to go for a Quidditch theme. So here I'm just drawing out the golden snitch and then in the bottom left corner I have the hoops. I found that throughout making this bullet journal, I'm just spending most of my time making small little doodles. It was so fun and really therapeutic. I've always loved to draw and I think that this was a great way to relieve stress. And in the month of November, it's just going to be a lot of hard work. So I think it would be really nice to have a little spread where I can look and just have fun with all these doodles and little drawings. Then of course, after that, I'll be adding in these footsteps. I realized I unintentionally created some sort of philosophical message when creating this bullet journal spread because I've just started sixth form and it is quite difficult and it is a big step up from GCSE, but we do have a lot of big exams in December and right now the month of November is going to be a lot of preparation, revision and hard work leading to that. So then when I was drawing all of these steps, I was just thinking, you know, this is a pretty big step up and it's a long journey to go, but you just got to keep on at it. Because in life, we all go on lots of different journeys and sometimes we won't always end up in the places that we want to be. It's kind of like how all of the footsteps are twizzling around and going in different directions. You don't know where you're going to end up at the end of things, but that's okay. So what I did, I added some gold to the golden snitch. The next page is my mood tracker. So I have probably used the same sort of design for my trackers throughout all of my bullet journal spreads, so I thought I should do something different. And I always see loads of people add these color in an object or a slice of something for how you're feeling every single day. And I think that that would be quite fun because it's something really quick to do, and I was finding that since I might not have chance to use my bullet journal every day, it might be a little bit easier and something quicker to do, because previously I had these graphs that I would fill in. And I decided to fill all of these shelves with different potion bottles, and then every day I'll colour in one potion bottle allocated to that day in a different colour that reflects my mood. Right here I'm drawing my mood chart, so I've got this light blue, a grey, this green, and then this darker green here, and they're all highlighters from Java Pen. I drew different smiley faces on them just to reflect the mood, and then to make it look like they're actually stuck up into the wall, I added some washi tape in this gold to some of them, and then I drew pins in others. I thought that this was quite a fun and cute little thing, and it reminded me of Snape's potion cupboard. And of course you can't have school without homework, so I decided to create this little page where I can write down all of my homework for that month and just take notes and everything, because it gets set a lot of things to do, so I just thought I needed a big page where I could write that all down freely. I've of course drawn the little banner and then added the footsteps, because in the Marauders map you have a pair of footsteps with a banner and the name of the person, so you can track where they're going. Then I decided to draw Hedwig holding this little envelope. I think the Hedwig is so cute, and if I had to go to Hogwarts, I am not sure what animal I would have as my pet. I'm still not sure to this day, but I think an owl would be what I'd go for. I just went freehand mostly and just added extra definition in the wings and around the eyes, of course the footsteps, and then just add that cohesive element of the gold. Of course I added that gold washi tape on the previous page, but then I'm also going to add it to the eyes because I remember the Hedwig has these bright, beautiful golden eyes. I added some finishing touches, so a little bit around the letter, and added some more definition and depth. Okay, so for the next part, I have my expenses tracker, and this is very different to what I would normally create in my bullet journal. I've cut it down by half of the size because I found that I wasn't really using it that often. So now I just have a section for what I bought and the date, and then another section where I have a plus and a minus, and that's where I track how much I've spent, how much money I've lost, or how much I've gained. I tried to create this in the style as if these are little post-it notes or sticky notes that have been taped to a wall, and I think it looks very cute. It's also a really great way just to keep track of how much you're spending every month. Then at the bottom, the new part is my plans section. Because I've got a lot of friends born in November and December, and there's also Christmas coming up, I want to get ahead early so I can plan out what gifts I want to get them, or perhaps if there's something that I need to get or stock up on, then I can just write it down there and I know what I'm needing to buy. Then for that cohesive element of the steps and the gold washi tape. Moving on, we have my YouTube plan, which does come in so handy all the time. I have a different space in my YouTube planner for my ideas, what I'll need, and a video log, so I write down what video is going up on which day. Then I also have a little growth tracker where I write down how many subscribers and views I have, both at the beginning and at the end of the month, so I can see what my growth is for that month and any correlations between what I post. What I need, that's mainly all the resources I'll need to get for making videos such as clothes customization or DIYs that I'm going to do, and I always have little spurts of ideas throughout the month, so it's just good to have a place where I can write them down so I don't forget. Moving on, I'm creating a page about what I'm enjoying. I've been reading about gratitude journaling, writing about things you like in life, you're enjoying, things that make you happy and that you're grateful for. I thought that this would be a really good addition to my bullet journal spread this month. Sometimes I find it hard and I just forget that I need to sit down and actually think about the good things and the positive aspects of life. So this would be really great so I can write down everything that I've been loving or liking, then I can look back at it in the future and just think back to when I enjoyed this and just relive all fond memories of what happened that month. Again, I think I went a little bit over the top with the drawings, but I really enjoyed this. So I'm drawing this mandrake, and it's a simple line drawing. I absolutely love mandrakes, and if I lived in the Harry Potter universe, I would love to have one. So I spent my time doing that, and it took up most of the page. However, this was so fun. and I wish I could just frame it because I love it. I was using a thin uni pin fine liner just to get all the details down, and yeah, I think it turned out really nicely. Then I added some more details such as in the leaves, extra veins, and some more shadowing and shading. Then also to add a little bit more depth, I'm going to be using a grey highlighter from Java Pen. Even though bullet journals should be predominantly practical and something that you can use every day and that will benefit you, I think it's also a great idea to have that fun aspect, or to do something or add that element of creativity that you can enjoy while you're making it. Honestly, I love plants so much, so I added a couple at the other side of the page just to balance everything out. So I had these leaves and put them in this pot, and then added a little dome jar with a plant inside and some moss and extra little details, and then another dome jar at the back. So that would be sort of like a herbology classroom style thing. I am such a plant mum and I love them so much. I have a lot of plants in my room at the minute because I redecorated, and I think caring for them and just having them around is so great. I then also added mandrake in gold pen there, so it looks like a little mandrake that's inside the pot. Okay, next we're going to jump into the divider page. Now on my bullet journal, I have the main bullet journal section, but then I have a day-by-day diary section. And to divide that, I then have a little calendar of the whole month to introduce a day-by-day section. Then on the page opposite, I have a space where I usually do a very pretty drawing. So in this drawing, I was inspired by the Dark Forest and also Harry Potter's Patronus charm, which is a stag. I've drawn these very dark, quite spindly trees, and then this stag with some very pretty horns. And I've added some more detail to the tree on the left to create the illusion of depth, so that's closer than the one that's further back on the right. And I've just added in a finer Unipen fine liner pen just some details in the trunk like bark and a couple leaves. To colour in the stag, I went for this grey highlighter by Java Pen. Then I've added some more grey into the leaves and also a little bit of gold on the leaves for that cohesive element. Then with a fine Unipen fine liner, I just went and drew some lines and trees in the background for, again, depth, to make it look like the stag is in the dark forest. I enjoyed doodling this so much, and I think that all of these different ideas put together make such a great journal, and honestly, I couldn't choose or decide which one to do, so I ended up adding all of the elements you guys voted for. And don't forget that you guys can vote in the polls in this video to choose what you want to see for the next months. Anyway, now we're going to be doing the calendar, and it's just a very basic form and structure. I've added that banner at the top and it will say November and then day by day above that. It's just a little snippet of the whole month so I can just see it in a small space as a whole, and I can do a little bit of planning or perhaps judge how much of the month is left or how far we are into the month. It's quite simple, but just acts as that main divider for the main diary section. And now when I'm adding depth and darkness, I'm just thinking about where the light would naturally hit and where the shadows would naturally fall, then adding a little bit of cross hatching and using that grey highlighter to add some more depth. So I have been using that same diary layout for the past 2 months, and it is definitely time to shake it up. So this is the new layout that I'm doing for November, and the idea here is have some very old parchment paper that's pinned to a wall or something. Then I've written Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and all the way through to Sunday. So I have a little space where I can write down in this block about my day, things that have happened, just general diary entries. And then of course the final one is for notes, just a couple extra things. I decided to add some more doodles, so this is the Weasley's flying car. I love the flying car so much. I would definitely want one if I existed in the Harry Potter universe. And then the steps. Because this is going to need as much room as possible, I tried to put them in places such as the top section, around the bottom, or between the middle of my journal. So it's taking up as little space as possible and I'm not wasting any room. I think when doing this, I mainly had fun with all of the doodles and drawings. It's really fun just to get lost and have fun making art and just drawing little things that make you happy. So yeah, if you guys take any inspiration from my bullet journals or perhaps recreate something like this, then please do send me any pictures, and that goes for any sort of DIY video that I do. I always love to hear from you guys, so if you want to send me any pictures, you can send them to me. All of my social medias are linked in the description down below. Now here's a little flick through of my bullet journal. For the first page, we have the Hogwarts Castle, and then moving on to the month as a whole and my goals and aspirations page. Next, we have my mood tracker in Snape's potion cupboard and my homework tracker. After that, we have my expenses tracker and my fundamental YouTube planner. Moving on, we have my double page what I'm enjoying spread. And then we have the beginning of my day-by-day journal, and whoop, we have reached halfway. Then we have the beginning of my diary section. For what I use my bullet journal from Paper Chase, 2 uni pen fine liners in 0.5 and 0.2, a gold pen, Java pen, and a grey highlighter and gold washi tape. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. I hope you guys have had a lovely October and have a brilliant November, and I'll see you next time. Bye!